Hi there people, welcome to the video. So today I'll be continuing the boss series and I'll be giving some tips on that thing over there, the Insatiable Despot. The boss is not too hard, but let's talk about the defenses first. It has basically zero defense to everything except for blood. It has a 30% weakness to blood. Okay, so it's a minus 30% resistance. So here, really quick, just to show you the some blood attacks. You have this blood shot that you get pretty early. I think it's part of the caster blood code. It's one of the you get in the beginning. And this explosion is part of the I forgot the name of the blood code from Davis. It's not Mercury, is the one from Coco. I don't remember exactly. It's the one from Davis. Okay. Yeah, so blood is an option, though you won't have too many opportunities to use ranged attacks. Now, because the Insatiable Despot has such like zero defense to anything, if you have like a build that uses like the fire shot, as you can see, it deals decent damage. The problem is it's not as Iker efficient as some other options. Okay. So, like, the Bloodshot is a pretty efficient one. It costs only 2 Iker, and it deals pretty good damage, as you could see. The Insatiable Despot has... I'm level 50, by the way. I just finished fighting Nicola, the Big Knight. I forgot successor of whatever it is. I don't remember. So yeah, I'm a bit over leveled in this point, but I'm fighting the boss in the depths, which is a bit stronger than the original version. So by that time in the campaign, I was still using the Festive Thorn and the Sunset Bayonet. I really like the move set. So you can also use swords. Swords are pretty good because you get the one-handed sword passive buff from Louis. So I'm making a video on early game farming, so maybe you can check that out if you want to know how to get quite a lot of money in the beginning. But the Eternal Blade Dance is also very good because it will give you like the same 5% buff to your damage every time you dodge an attack. And you can also use the stat increasing ones. You don't need any of the ailment ones, so you don't need poison or whatever. You do have one passive that gives you full stamina on a parry. That can be an option, but I find like the best idea for this boss is to avoid the attacks. So like extra health, extra stamina, an extra drain, always a good choice. And savvy evasion, pretty good. I'm also using the same combo, very comfortable combo of Adrenaline, Iron Will, and Venom weapon. If you bought the DLCs, you can get gift extension from Estrella Blood Code you find on the basement of home base. It is pretty good. Not really for Prometheus Blood Code, but because of the low Iker, but it's okay. It's a good one. Phantom Assault, I really like it. You can use in any blood code, and it's a good way to cover distance and deal some good damage. There's like a Shadow Strike or something like that from the Assassin blood code. I mostly have these two because sometimes you either don't have the stamina to attack, or you want to preserve some stamina. And in that case, you can use these like Iker attacks, and they'll be pretty good. So here we just need to buff. He didn't do like the crystal attack in the beginning. Watch out for those crystals, but I'll talk a bit about it a bit later. The tip here is most of his attacks will go right over your head if you are staying like behind him. The most dangerous attack is this like a ground stab attack that he does in the beginning. Because if you don't dodge it, it comes out pretty quick. So if you're not expecting it, I would say like always expect it, and you'll be able to dodge it. Now, other than that, you don't need like in this case I took the damage because I was in front of him, but if you are staying behind him, this is like a pretty easy to dodge boss, mostly because you don't have to dodge at all, so you can use most of your attacks for most of your stamina for attacks. Now, what is very important here, you need to be close to the boss, okay? This is not a good boss for you to be at range. And the reason for that, here he's staggered, so you can do that and use that opportunity to deal a lot of damage. But here I'm just showing a bit of his like attack patterns and so on. So here, stay behind him and most of the attacks will go right over your head. Once he goes down, you have a few options. You can put venom on your weapon, and you can start building up the venom. So when he exits the boss change animation, he's poisoned. But here you have a couple of attacks to be wary of. In this second phase, being a bit further from him is not too bad, because he has some attacks. In this case, I always get hit by the second swipe he does. But what you need to do is like you dodge the first and you dodge the second really quick. Okay, if you have quick mobility, that's much easier to do. But if you have like the other ones, I'm not sure, because I only use quick mobility. I love quick mobility. Yeah, so when he does these blood attacks that he slams on the ground, you can just dodge towards them and they will miss. And here's the important part, why I say you can stay a bit further from him on these what is it called? When he has like the axe on this second phase, because the attacks he does when you are far away from him are much easier to punish than the ones where you're close to him. Like, if you can dodge them well, you can, like, if you have some experience. This is like pretty much my first tries against the boss on the depths. Here I just leave the crystal for you to see what happens and why it's so important to destroy the crystals. Now, if you leave the crystal, it will spawn like this little guy, and together with the boss, it can become like very hard to manage. It has the same moveset as those like normal enemies that have like a nose. They look like a very thin elephant with a big axis, because it's the same attack. It has like a hand, like a not really a grab, but he'll do like this attack with the hand, and then will do like a spin with the axe. So the best way to avoid him, so this is just to show how chaotic it can be if you don't destroy the crystals. Now, when he does, like when he creates the crystals, he stays still for some time. So you can very comfortably deal with the crystal first. And then you can go for the boss. He doesn't attack or do anything like that. He has quite a recovery animation. So, yeah, destroy the crystals. Now, if you run towards the boss and he spawns the crystal very close to him, you can actually destroy the crystal and deal a bit of damage to the boss while he's recovering. But that's a bit rare, and I wouldn't really risk it. As you can see, if you just stay behind him, the first phase is actually not a very big problem. When he does these like stab attacks, if he hits you with the first one, you don't need to dodge the second, because the second will land very, very far from you. So that's a very interesting part, and that's why I really like Phantom Assault. I don't really use it a lot here, but it's a pretty good way to go back to the boss when he does the second stab attack. But yeah, on the first phase he doesn't have a lot of variety. Just stay very close to the boss, because if you are far away, he will do like the attack that he spawns a crystal. On the second phase, as I said, watch your distance, and if you are close, try to stay behind him. If you are here, as you can see, I've managed to finally dodge it, but that's how it is. If you are far, those attacks like that's spinning 2 strikes, they are easier to avoid. But also, if you are far away, he has like he has one jumping attack and one like charged slam. So the jumping attack is pretty easy to dodge, and you have a pretty good window to punish him. So that's why I would recommend you stay a bit back. But it's not a very difficult boss once you learn like your positioning. But like for the charged slam, I would recommend you dodge it. You can actually sidestep that, but because of how the camera works and all that, here I was trying to show that you can run to the boss and deal a bit of damage after you destroy the crystal, but it was not fast enough. Yeah, so I would highly recommend for this, like for the beginning of the game, to just use like the health, stamina, and drain, increased drain as passives. The third one you can use whatever you would like. I really like Savvy Evasion. I think it's a great bonus. But for this boss, it's not as important unless you're very aggressive. I'm not being too aggressive, but like you can do that. For here, when he staggers, this is a very, very good punish opportunity, like to use your Iker attacks. And I would highly recommend having for active gifts the Adrenaline, Iron Will, and Poison should be like your not should be. You can make your build whatever you like, but I like to use them in the beginning because they're very reliable and they're also very easy to use. The cost is not too big. The duration on adrenaline is exceptional, and here I'm showing another thing. The other option you have while the boss is transforming is to do like your veil. Here, as you can see, it's the slam, the charged slam. You can actually sidestep it, but just to make sure, I would say go for the dodge. Here, the jump slam is pretty good to punish. Here is why. You see, I tried to move close to the boss, but because of the camera, it got a bit weird, and I end up taking a lot of damage. That charged attack deals a lot of damage. So here I'm just trying to keep my distance to see if he does the jump, and he does that. So one of the very important things in this game when it comes to bosses, as you can see, like if you have the attacks, you can actually, it seems to have a bit of fire resistance. It was not on the wiki. The wiki is probably wrong with this information, which happens quite a bit. So yeah, but this is not a boss that should be too troublesome. If you're having problems with, and remember that you can always shoot him with your bayonet if you have like the bayonet. But yeah, if you're having trouble with the boss, you can leave a comment below and I can try to help. And I hope you liked it, and I hope it helped. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.